Hey, Shalom YouTube, back again with another video. It's been quite a while, but I got me some time, break from the plantation, so I'm going to jump right into it. But hope all is well. I want to speak about preparedness today, and I talked with the Saints about this over the weekend, about us being prepared. And the main reason why I brought it up was me and my wife sat down to watch a documentary last week. It was called Blackout, or the American Blackout is what it was. And in this documentary, it was depicting in a situation where um, the United States of America loses power temporarily. And now we know once this thing goes down, it's going to go down. But it was just a depiction of what could happen. And in it, you can actually see the nature of people and actually what they would do in a situation where they did not prepare. They did not make ready whatsoever at all. And you can correlate this to the word, Noah prepared an ark as the father instructed him to. Joseph interpreted Pharaoh's dream. He prepared. Yeshua tells us to watch and be diligent. When the branch is yet tender, knowing the times and the season in which we're in, we're told to watch. We're told to be on the lookout. And so I think it's very, very important to actually be prepared. One part of being prepared is being separate, actually not being in the city. As anyone who's been listening to Straightway Ministries for any length of time knows, Pastor Dow preaches and teaches about being separate, being out of the city. And many, many people can say what they want concerning uh, disagreeing with that. That's fine. You know, I believe it's very, very important. And I believe, yes, I said I believe. I believe it's very, very important um, to actually abide by that. The reason why I'm saying that is there's a difference when I'm in the city, and there's a difference when I'm out there straightway out in the country. Think about this. You can't lift your eyes up in the city and see stars. You can't even do it, but when you go to the uh, country, you can lift up and see it. The air is fresher. It's not as congested out in the country. Uh, you don't have to worry about so many spirits, man, in your mind whenever you're in the country. When you're in the city, man, I mean, it's just full of them. I mean, it's a sad, sad situation. Um, and a lot of people may say, oh, well, I don't have enough funds to get out the city. That's another topic uh, for another day, another discussion for another day. But being prepared. So anyway, I just want to tell you, I worked in the electrical field. And a lot of people cannot survive without electricity. Why, I don't know. Um, this world has really got us hooked on, or I can't even say hooked. This world has us so dependent upon so many things. They have us dependent upon grocery stores. They have us dependent on the government. They have us dependent upon um, lights. They have us dependent upon the utility company when it comes to water and things of that nature. Um, the United States of America, many, many people who live here, including myself, very dependent upon the system. And we should actually work towards not being so dependent upon it. And so one thing that I thought about back in '05 and '08, we had hurricanes, which kind of ran a lot of people out of Houston. And you've seen a lot of people who were not prepared. Many people were stranded on the road for 24 hours, 26 hours, 2, 3 days, couldn't reach their destination. And I just thank the Father that me and my brother were able to. But from that point on, I realized, people and how they will act and behave once um, their needs are not being met. You know what I'm saying? Once this system is not running smoothly, I mean, you're going to be without. And so I'm going to take heed to the words of Pastor Don. I'm going to take heed to the words of Pastor Joe Fox and men like them, and be prepared. Um, but another thing is, we're trying to be prepared in the sense to where we're actually separate, living out in the country on our own community as the blueprint laid down before us by Pastor Don Straightway Truth Ministry. That's what we're going to do. And at the same time, we're going to prepare our minds, and we're going to prepare our hearts also. And we have to have the right spirit about it also. We have to be able to work together. Um, we have to think alike. We have to have the same purpose, the same goals, the same aspirations in this life. And I'm talking about a body of people, a body of believers. In the word, Israel was together, like I've said before many, many times. And they were never apart. How can you actually put the laws, the statutes and commandments into practice, but you're living separate. It just ain't gonna happen. And so this blueprint is the best way. Let's say, for instance, have you prepared to inconvenience yourself? Have you, let's say, for instance, you're in the city. Do you have a kerosene heater? Do you have some water stocked up? Do you have food stocked up, or things of that nature? Do you have these things in place? A lot of times these things go unnoticed because you're in the rat race every week, every day. This world has kept us busy, 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 busy. And it's pretty sad, you know. There's actually a book. See if I have it here. It's called Behold a Pale Horse. And in this book, it talks about a lot of different things pertaining to the powers that be, should I say, and things that they are trying to do in order to divide the people, in order to keep us separate, you know. And it's pretty sick, actually. But I'm gonna try to find this place here. I don't want to be too long-winded here, but I just kind of want to point out just a few things here, if I can find the book here. But they've done a really good job at making people divided, thinking on the wrong things. And one thing I'm gonna put here is, it says attack the family unit. The outcome you get is control the education of the young. And I'm gonna just list a few other things here. You know, this government is not too concerned about their people. I'll put it to you like that. And this is why Pastor Dow continues to say you have to be around like-minded individuals who share the same precious faith. And you're gonna need faith. Period. You know, we have a code to abide by. We have a standard of living to abide by, and that's the word. That's the Torah. We have law, statutes, and commandments to abide by. So when we're out in the wilderness, or we're out living in a community, guess what? We're abiding by this law. No one's trying to cross one another. Everyone's loving one another. Everyone's looking out for his brother or his sister. But this is what the world has in store for us. It says right here, it says gaining control of the public is to keep the public undisciplined and ignorant of basic systems, principles on the one hand, while keeping them confused, disorganized, and distracted with matters of no real importance on the other hand. And this is in this book, The Behold a Pale Horse. And also, it states here, I'm just going to go ahead and skip down a little bit, and it says what they want to do is they want to achieve all these goals by having a low quality program of public education. They want to increase us in engaging in our emotions, self-indulgence. They want a constant barrage of sex, violence, and wars in the media, and especially the TV and the newspapers. It says that they want to give us what we want, give them what they desire in excess. It says junk food for thought. They want to rewrite history. That's a whole other subject, rewriting history. We're not getting real history. And also it says this, here's a summary of it. In the media, it says it wants to keep the adult public attention diverted away from the real social issues and captivated by matters of no real importance. For schools, it says keep the young public ignorant of real mathematics, real economics, real law, and real history. Entertainment, it says keep the public entertainment below a 6th grade level. Work, keep the public busy, busy, busy with no time to think, back on the farm with the other animals. More than ever, man, I really do feel like a slave at my job. I mean, at any job, really. Since I've been in, being in the city, since I've been what the world calls conscious, or awakened, if you could say that. I mean, really, what's the real end game, for you in life? You go to school, you get a job, you get out there and you start working. All right. You pay off school debt, you have a few children, whatever it can be, and then it's the same old thing, rat race, rat race, rat race. You find yourself working for a corporation or a business, and they have their goal, and your purpose in life is to meet their goal. And that's it. So, anyway, I choose this day to actually have my goal to be following the Father, going back unto Him, so that He'll see us. I'm seeking His face, so that He'll heal me and my family, and heal our land. And so anyway, that's my little spill on preparedness. There's much more, but I thought to share a little bit on that. Food for thought. I'll put the link for that video, if y'all says the same, down in the description below. All right, shalom.